bended knees and broken bones. A bleeding heart never bleeds alone. I am one of many cries. We are far from the ashes. Rise up, break the cage, be the lion, be the storm, be the strike of the lightning. Rise with the dawn, rage like the sun. This is what we came for. Revolution.
Hello, thank you for joining me today. To give a recap about yesterday, so Solomon made some observations on impiety and religious integrity, and on wealth and on poverty. And he gave some really good advice. He gave some really good points of view, things that you can find to be true if you just apply them to things that happen in your own life. Like when you tend to hoard, things happen. What happened when everybody hoarded toilet paper? A lot of them ended up with a lot of toilet paper they couldn't use, and it rotted. It really did. Some of them went to jail for trying to sell it and make ill-gotten gain. So, I mean, there's wisdom to be had in Proverbs. So we're going to move on to chapter 29. He, that being often reproved, hardeneth his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. We have seen this. We have seen this in our presidency. I cried the whole time Biden was a president. I'm not exactly happy about Trump. I don't feel that he's necessarily a righteous man, but I get the feeling that God has chosen him and is using him for a reason. I really do. I don't mourn as much with Trump as I did with Biden. But Biden let things go that were against the Bible, and every time another rule came up that we had to follow that went against what God said, it broke my heart. So, there's something that's interesting. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. The king by judgment establisheth the land, but he that receiveth gifts overthroweth it. A man that flattereth his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet. In the transgression of an evil man there is a snare, but the righteous doth sing and rejoice. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. Scornful men bring a city into a snare, but wise men turn away wrath. If a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. The life force thirsty hate the upright, but the just seek his soul. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. The poor and the deceitful meet together. The Lord lighteneth both their eyes. The king that faithfully judgeth the poor, his throne shall be established forever. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. A servant will not be corrected by words, for though he understand, he will not answer. Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than of him. He that delicately bringeth up his servant from a child shall have him become his son at the length. An angry man stirreth up strife, and a furious man aboundeth in transgression. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Whoso is partner with a thief hateth his own soul. He heareth cursing, and bewrayeth it not. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked.
righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked are in control, the people grieve. Hateful men will bring a city into a snare, but a wise man turns away wrath. Those who thirst for life force hate the upright men, but a just man seeks to save the soul. In the transgression of an evil man there is a snare, but the righteous do sing and rejoice. The king that faithfully judges the poor, his throne shall be established forever. The poor and the deceitful man meet together, God gives them both understanding. The rod and correction being wisdom, but a child left to himself will bring his mother shame. Correct your child so he will give your soul rest, and bring much delight when the wicked are multiplied. Transgressions increase, but the righteous shall see their fall. Many seek a ruler's favor, but every man's judgment comes from the Lord. An unjust man is offensive to the just, and he that is upright in his ways are an abomination to the wicked. The fear of man brings a trap, but whoever trusts in the Lord shall be safe. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. See the man who is quick in his wrath and words, there is more hope for a fool than for him. A fool will tell all in his heart, but a wise man will keep it all till after he has thought about it. The poor and deceitful man meet together, God gives them both understanding. The rod and correction being wisdom, but a child left to himself will bring his mother shame. Correct your child so he will give your soul rest, and bring much delight when the wicked are multiplied. Transgressions increase, but the righteous shall see their fall. Many seek a ruler's favor, but every man's judgment comes from the Lord. He that hardens his heart to correction, he shall be destroyed with no remedy. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but to he that keeps the law, happy is his days. An angry man stirs up strife and abounds in transgression. The poor and the deceitful man meet together, God gives them both understanding. The rod and correction being wisdom, but a child left to himself will bring his mother shame. Correct your child so he will give your soul rest, and bring much delight when the wicked are multiplied. Transgressions increase, but the righteous shall see their fall. Many seek a ruler's favor, but of every man's judgment comes from the Lord.
And that's where we're going to leave off for today. Thank you, God bless you, and have a great day. They say knowledge is power. Did you know, with every episode that I have made for Reading the Bible with Gwen, I have put a question, a trivia question, just one for each episode in the posts. And some of them are for fun, some of them enhance knowledge, and knowledge is power. So if you go into the community section of my page and you hit posts and you go back down, there's more than 100 questions now. You get badges for answering questions. I got one at 50 and I got one at 100, and not very many people post them, but every time I see them I answer them because I have fun with them. So it's worth the time to go check it out. Thank you.